Hey, what's going on, guys? Andrew here, back at you with another video. Yeah, it's another week. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. As you see by the title of this, I got an interesting genre-bending, tight film to review for you today, as this director does with all of his films, and that is Requiem for a Dream. This is written and directed by Darren Arnofsky, if I believe so. He co-wrote the screenplay. Yeah, this is based on a book, and this is one of those ones where I don't know how well the book is, but I'd say that the book is probably just as good, if not better than the movie's just as good, if not better than the book. Because damn, this is an amazing film. Yeah, so the plot of this film, I don't know really how to explain this film. It basically follows three main drug junkies, played by Marlon Wayans, Jared Leto, and Jennifer Connelly. But I think Jennifer Connelly won the Oscar for this film. If I'm pretty sure, I was looking this up, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and also Ellen Burstyn, who is most known for playing I forget her first name, but Mrs. O'Neill from the Exorcist. She's the mom from The Exorcist. And yeah, so this film has a star-studded cast. It has excuse me, I have a yawn. I don't know why. Yeah, it's directed by Darren Arnofsky, who, again, like I said, he directs movies that are basically horror films, but they're horror films because they're so horrific. Kind of like a Neon Demon, or Black Swan is his Neon Demon version of that. It's a horror movie, drama, type film. This is like a horrific movie because of, it's a horror movie because of how horrific it is, and it's also a drama, and it's also, a romance film, and it's also, this heartbreaking, gut-wrenching film. It follows these three drug dealers around, and it kind of just portrays their life of a drug dealer, or a life of somebody who is hooked on drugs, basically. It really deals with drug addiction, not necessarily the drug dealing aspect, but drug addiction. These people are addicted to drugs, and it plays their life of, how they go about doing that. And the mother also, this plot of like the mother of Jared Leto is Ellen Burstyn, and she is basically, she wins this contest of this show that she watches on TV. And it's this telemarketer, and like he does like interviews and things like that of people, and like how people's lives have been changed and things like that. And they said, I know she has it in her mind that she needs to lose weight, and she gets from this friend that this certain drug helped her to lose weight, and to put it plainly, it fucks up her life, like just dramatically. And again, it deals with drug addiction from that end of the psychological. Hers is definitely more psychological, and the three drug dealers here are more physical. Like, you feel you get into their mind and their body, and like how their body becomes affected by it. So it's much more but I don't know, like everything about it is just, oh man, the last half an hour of this film, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but let me just say the last half an hour of this film is hard to watch. It is a tough one to get through, because just the things that happen and just how it happens and just what you see on the screen is just like, oh my God. It is just, it's a heartbreaking movie, as all of Aronofsky's films are. He's directed Noah, The Wrestler, the Black Swan. Noah has a good ending, but it's dark the rest of the movie. But the Black Swan, again, it's a dark film the whole way through, and yeah, it's just a gut wrenching film. And this one is none the same. I wouldn't necessarily, if I were to make a top 50 horror films list, I wouldn't put this movie on there, although I would probably put The Black Swan on there, because it definitely is much more of a horror, like a true horror film. This one here is more like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's much more of a, kind of a genre-bending movie where it's only horror because it's horror. But if I were to give this a score, it gets a... I mean, honestly, I cannot think of any negatives to this film. Like, the only negative would be that it's just so damn dark, that it's just so hard to get through. Yeah, I mean, it gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, you just can't, like, if you, like, are in a psychological state of mind where you can deal with a film like this, by all means, watch this. You will never regret it. It is just a brutal film, but it is an amazing film that deservedly won every Oscar that it got. Yeah, Darren Arnofsky for you. All right, that's going to do it all for today, guys. My next video is actually going to be probably sometime Thursday or Friday. Hopefully, I'll get it on Friday. Hopefully, actually going to be my collection update. I don't have too many of like volume this month. It was definitely quality over quantity, but man, I got some quality shit coming for you. So be looking out for that. As always, feel free to let me know what you thought about this film. I'm sure that most of you have seen it before, but yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like the film if you like the video if you liked it. So thanks guys for tuning in. Have a great day. Peace.